I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes there is a huge severance between your truth and reality. That relationship you desired never came into fruition because your arrival here on
I did that on purpose, of course. How y'all doing?
Someone's repentance. The Most High told me to tell you, don't even search for the truth. Just thank Him for your existence.
I appreciate it. All right. Yes, sir. See you eating spinach. That's what I love you. You already know. Happy Thursday.
Oh, the theory by the way.
Happy Thursday.
You thought he was looking at shit, he was trash. This song freestyle he did was on the ass. Thought he was good. Thought that green screen riding through the hood was gonna give him a little props, gonna give him a little boost, gonna give him a little pudding, gonna give him a little food, but no, the little pink shirt just didn't work. Gonna got deals in on the rainbow strawberries. Gonna got him gonna get to the door for the name. I'm gonna be the little Warner Brothers name. Talk to him, dog, sitting on the trine.
The King David Bob.
Talk to him. Get you gonna do better than you, dog. Just give it to them and dump the ball. Get tired, dog. Put yourself in the wheelchair. Retirement home. Talk to him, dog. I'm the Jew. Ship. And I ain't gonna say that one. Talk to him, nothing. I'll be rapping big fun. Talk to him on the crew. They kept the punishment. Talk to the captain. Show his basement. Show him the crew right here. Tell him I got the damn fucking road. Talk to him, interview with the movie, one big booty.
Tell him.
Check your nostrils because you got the boogie. Just sit down and do your podcast and break different word definitions.
Talk to him, Cass.
Never see you with the fine race club with y'all, got the all out there.
Denied the last laugh.
I ain't trying to embarrass you anymore.
He's like, you already embarrassed me enough. Gotta love it when you transmute. This was totally unintended, but welcome back, first and foremost, to another episode of The Realest Show. Hands down, no filter. So how's everybody feeling out there? So we know we got a lot of ruffled feathers out there, Jordan. Looking like John Adams' movie. If you know, you know. HBO movie from back in the day. I believe Tom Hanks, a little dropping mittens ass, directed that movie. Did he just say dropping mittens ass? Yeah, I did. If you know, you know. First and foremost, I feel bad because I'm doing a forbidden action right now. I stopped on my MJ's video, so I'll be back to you. If you know, you know. So, yeah, about time, right? Sometimes you got to drop that microphone until it leaves a dent in the concrete. Because, yeah, man, these last few days, I have to admit, there's an expression, even though I don't resonate with this. They say old dogs can't learn new tricks. Shit, I've been learning a lot about myself. Have people in class just being blunt with me and letting me know that they love me and they're concerned about me and what I can change about myself to be a better person. I respect them all on that, so thank you. I was shocked. I was taken back when I heard some of my advice I was given, and I had to look at myself, more internal work that a lot of us are scared to do at times, and I realized I was like, that's very true. I was saying confirmation, bitches. I was making an action of mine so normalized and nobody checked me on it. I already put it in my register as this action's good. And then she said to me, I was like, she just made me repeat what I said and then it registered. Even last night she checked me on something. She was helping me out with something and then I said, yeah, man, this is a good session, how we're brainstorming off of each other. And she was like, no, actually, I'm helping you out. I was like, yeah, baby J. That's like Kanye West shows like, man, a little mixed with Al Bundy feel. My logical brain wanted to dismiss it real quick and then, change the topic. Like, did you catch the game last night? Did you catch the game, huh? What'd you think about the Bills? And that awkward silence, and she's like, yeah, stay focused. So I love you, girl. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So I appreciate you keeping me sharp in that area too. It's like, a superhero learning how to work with humans again. So that's where I'm finding a little hesitancy at times. And it's good hesitancy because it's letting me know that, hey, this was something I need to unlearn. So you got to be honest with yourself as well and accountable. I'm believing, what is the main reason I did this video for? Oh yeah, for a lot of the collective I cut off. It's just left and right. That's the second part of this download. I don't think it's going to be a long download. That I see people out here saying, oh, you're fighting hard for love. What are you doing fighting for hard for love? What the fuck? And I was like, damn, and my heart was shattered. I was like, damn, girl, man, what the hell is this? What are you switching scripts for? Like, damn, you rocking my jock every day, respectfully. You know what I mean? We regurgitating the energies. And we're being reciprocal with each other. I'm sharing your message because all of us as a collective have puzzle pieces of knowledge that we're helping spread across the cosmos. A lot of people want me to fall back and not speak because they're getting exposed with every video I do. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Yeah, check out my new lip balm video. If you know, you know. You looking super dusty, brother. Damn, I didn't even check out your lives. You still looking dusty. Charles Xavier, all right? I hope one day you convert. And yada yadas. Just pull yourself back off that bridge. It's not that bad, brother, all right? Just reach out to me and tell me you love me, all right? If you know, you know. Bada bing, bada bing. Don't slack to this. Hoodie somewhere over there. Yeah. Yeah, but let me say this. That's what it was. Thank you, Spirit Team. With Megan, the Draconic Priestess, it really just hit me why she was clinging on my energy so much. It's because I kept on hearing like we're karmically tied for our soul mission until we karmically clear it out and create our own timeline branches from like Loki, if you know, you know, right? And I kept on hearing like we're mirroring each other, and that's why she was so upset with me because I'm showing her what she could be, right? And then it just dawned on me over there. I was like, damn, so because when I'm cutting off people, and my girl Light, she's breaking down how like communities and people were just manipulated by her lies and her, gang stalking manipulation tactics and Palpatine shit. That people were actually like influenced by her. And then it just dawned on me. I was like, so is she that powerful? I was like, okay, so I'm her if I was on the dark side. I would be in that community manipulating people to control my narrative. And I sat there and started laughing. I was like, oh my God, this whole time I was not looking at that aspect because I'm just out here vindicating. I'm like, I'm not doing any of this shit that y'all are out here opening up newspapers and happily eating your muffins from Starbucks and enjoying this bullshit. But I know how society is. Society loves drama. These fake ass reality shows. And, just drama, you know what I mean? I just think I saw a trailer for a show called The Betrayer. And then people are all like, they're casted like, yeah, man, people think that they're going to trust me. They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just showing you the manipulation, what people would do just for $1. I'm not shocked. I know this exists. I know it exists. But when it's directed at you and then you see the layers of manipulation that people go to manipulate you, then you see it. Confirmation, bitches. The microism of everything, like, damn, the macro of everything. I'm saying that right, The bigger picture. If you stand back, you take yourself out of the equation. Like, if they're doing this with me, then they must be doing this on multiple levels of life. Well, I know they are. It's more Palpatine tactics, but just when you are the one that is targeted and you're innocent, not in the sense of like you've been perfect all your life, but when you're not doing anything to cause the agitators to do anything to you, but they're just doing it to you because they're mad at themselves They don't want no accountability. We know the story. Narcissist, yada yada. Look up the definition if you're new to my channel. I noticed a lot of people drinking water after that. What's up, Cheetah? I love yous. Baby J's. People making money off my name and shit. And thank you, Spirit Team. We're going to use that analogy this video because it's going to make y'all feel, I mean, all right, you know it's the realest show ever. We have no FCC around here. This is just for educational purposes for this example, even though I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that. Only take what resonates. I love that. Thank you, Spirit Team. So if you're working, okay, I'll say it like that. So if you're working in a community and you know the community is a whole bunch of pedos around that joint and you're just there for a paycheck and your neighbor, your co-workers, confirmation. Yeah, we gonna get him, right? We gonna get him. All right, bet. And your co-worker's a pedo. And then the cubicle across from you, it's another pedo. And then there's another pedo, and then they're passing around pedo flyers, and events is going on all around you, all around your atmosphere. But your job is like a telemarketer, so you call people and you read a script to people, you know what I mean? Your script is you actually concerned for people, you're providing them safety and security. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a face scruncher right there. That's an arm launcher, first of all right? And it's a face scruncher because this is what the video is, the realest show ever. So you got a whole bunch of pedo activity happening all around your atmosphere, and your job as a telemarketer is to call clients and provide them security and safety for their neighborhoods. So you get paid to basically provide a service for people to be protected from the environment you're actually surrounded yourself in, and you ain't saying nothing about it. And then people are on the other end, your potential clients are saying, man, I can't believe these pedos and stuff like that harming our innocent children. They should be arrested, burned, and Freddy Kruegered up, right? If it was your child, you already know what you'll do. Some fucking time to kill shit. Yeah, I did it. And I hope they burn to hell. With the fucking cockeyed fucking white beater. I don't like using that term, but tank tops. The Tony Sopranos. The Tony who's the boss, yada yada. So if it was your child, you know what you would do most likely if you didn't get justice served properly. Because we're not out here promoting clean your own or handle your own dirty laundry, yada yada. Let the justice and angels and the cosmic forces do their thing. That's what I'm doing. And you already know me, I would have loved the Polyhand cats. But you know, we wouldn't be any better than them, right? So we would just be perpetuating the same timeline. We wouldn't have branched off. It would have just been the same old shit, right? We would have let our ego control us, which is just our name identifier. So thank you, Ghetto Pastor, for bringing that up. And another nugget I learned today is souls don't age. Only the bodies do. So that just blew my mind too when I was taking my Al Bundy. I was like, oh shit, for real? I was a leg lifter. I was like, damn, souls don't age, so there's no concerns there if there's any age difference. You know, bada bing MJs. You know, bada booms. Did he just say that? Of course we did. Rewind. Yeah, we're there. We're there. We're going everywhere now. If you can't keep up, then we're just gonna have to open up the UFO doors and let you out in the cosmos. No, that was a nice cat, man. He was cool. Chewbacca, make sure he gets back home. Just let him float a little bit longer though. He didn't take his proper notes. Confirmation, please. Of course, the alarm has to be going on now. It's 4 o'clock yet. My side of the planet, it's 4 o'clock. Happy Thursdays, January 8th, 2026 piece. Even though we know time don't exist yet. So basically, that's how this community is. It's just working with a whole bunch of fucking yuffers, confirmation bitches, pedos, and they're not calling these pedos out. All their name is characteristics. And then they have the audacity to say they want a solution, they care. So think about that. I was about to drop that a few days ago. I was like, they act like they care about me and shit, and they're reading about my stories and my war, arrivals and depart. You know what I mean? When I depart to the mission and when I come home safely and yada yada. There's no parades thrown. They're just writing books about my story and then making money off it, and not even giving the proper footnotes. But we already know why. It's terrible. But then when you're successful, then they want to call you up randomly. Hey, what you doing? Can we be a part of this? And yada yada. Confirmation, bitches. So everybody's exposing themselves for who they are. But they weren't there to provide the shields and the proper baggage when you're in the trenches. But when you're out the trenches now, they want to throw parades because they know you got some envelopes coming from the government, right? When they're a part of the whole stopping you from getting those envelopes so they can just have the dog tags like, here you go, but we got all the treasures. We already know that story. We've already seen it play out too many times, but it didn't play out with me, so now everybody's playing, oh my God, he still hears. So now they got to rewrite the scripts and looking more guilty than ever, but we as energy readers, we already know what it is. But since it's the Matrix Reloaded, it's reloaded. You know what I'm saying? It's reloaded. If you know, you know. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not giving excuses here, but it's transparency. Yada, yada. I don't even want to do that. I just want people to get confirmation, bitches. I want people to continue to expose themselves. We can't give them all the cheat codes. So yeah, let them do what they naturally do to exercise those guilty things. If they don't have the audacity to come up to me and say, hey, yeah, I was a part of attempting to sacrifice you, brother. We didn't like you. We know you have a trust fund out here. We sold you to a secret government program. You know the story, right? So, we'll see if that ever happens. But, the investigators, they got a whole long list. So I just got to play my part, play a fool to catch a dummy, right? Unfortunately, it sucks how people have to play games. Now we got to play games. Life's a video game, so it's not like I'm surprised. It's not like, why me? Why not me? So thank you, Storm. So it's just perspective shifter. And then you see who is manipulated by the head queen, Bada Banks. So it just dawned on me. I was like, damn, I would have been a Megan if I wasn't pure at heart. I would have been a manipulator.